Yeah, Christine's here.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Carl Mingers. This is Aaron Burns. We are WRME Live. This is episode 255, December 19th, 2025.
I know.
Can you believe this year is...
It flew by
It has flown by.
fast.
You know, we've packed a lot of stuff in this year, though.
We have.
Really have. We've moved into this building,
Yes.
sold the old buildings,
Yes.
spent some time on the boat.
Lots of time on the boat.
I've been remodeling this building slowly.
We've camped.
What?
We've camped.
Yeah, we've camped. Did a lake trip. We need to take more trips. It's just the way it is. Okay.
Everybody needs to at least take one vacation, whether it's a long weekend or something. Just get away. Shut
Yeah.
off the phone.
Well, I know, and everybody, traffic, and everybody's been so wound up this week.
Oh,
you know, Christmas coming this next week. What are we?
It's
4 or 5 days away from Christmas now.
less than a week because yesterday was a week.
Wednesday night, we drove by Walmart at 10 o'clock at night, which is way past my bedtime, but it was packed at 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, yeah. It's been
Yeah.
crazy. Even the other morning I went. 9 o'clock,
9 o'clock
9:30 in the
in the
morning. It was packed. I'm like, holy moly.
That's Christine out there making
Yeah,
noise. Yeah, she
looking to
does
see who it
that.
was.
Okay. Real estate, how's our listing over in Yukon doing?
We've got lots of showings.
Okay, good. We've had
But-
some showings.
Nothing yet, but days on market has increased, so that's not
Well,
surprising.
right, well, and it's Christmas.
And it's
You know,
holidays.
I don't expect anybody to even initiate a purchase until after the first year. I really don't.
Closing around this time and moving, people don't do it unless they absolutely have to. Now they might go ahead and make an offer just to get things started so they can move in closer to the,
Right.
not far, but very seldom does that even happen.
Okay, and I think we got a couple of rentals available now, right? I'd have to get with Christine on that.
Ask her.
Christine handles all the property management for Main Edge Properties. What else we got going?
We got the land listed again.
Land over on Check Hall Road,
And
South
then-
Check Hall Road, south of Mustang.
Yes.
It's Oklahoma City city limits. No restrictions. There's 5 acres and then 7 acres.
Just under, yeah.
Yeah.
The city of Oklahoma City is the building requirements that you would call, so
Yeah.
you
and
always double
just building
check.
codes, but
Just because they told us one thing doesn't mean it hasn't changed by the time it goes under
that's
contract.
true. Yeah.
So as of right now,
Right. Yeah, but there's no restrictions. You can put a barndominium on there. I know that for a fact.
yeah.
And I really love the barndominium concept.
And that is raw land.
And I think, and then there's good water there. We know that. It's already been perked and everything, so that's a big deal.
And then you have the land also off 44th.
Yeah, Southwest 44th, we got 75 acres there.
Can they
Which is-
divide or are they wanting to sell it as a whole?
They can sell it in 2 separate parcels, but they want to sell it complete. That is their
Preferred.
goal. And we've got a housing addition, a nice housing
Yes.
addition to the west of it, a nice one to the north of it. So it's prime development property. The biggest problem out there is it needs to be rural estates because there's no Oklahoma City sewer.
Right.
Okay. We've got 2 lots down on South Robinson. They're ready to build on.
How big are those lots?
Those are 8,250 square feet for both. That's the pair of them together.
Together.
And, they can be separate, according to Oklahoma City. But we've got them for sale as both lots 5 and 6. Then we've got the 1.98 acres in front of that on 14th Street, just behind the frontage on Robinson. We've got that right there. Oh gosh, we got.
And there's a lot going on down on Robinson.
Oh
still.
yeah, yeah. The Moppin Hart property, which is the 4.5 acres at 10th Street.
Yes.
In Robinson, that has all been sold to a development group, and that's the first big sale in like 5 or 6 years. Okay, which is. Everybody is just waiting for somebody to do something.
Right.
You know, we've got those high dollar not condos. Well, they're the 3-story,
Yeah, they're
25-foot wide
townhouse,
houses. Yeah,
condominium
townhouses
type of things.
on the west side of the park. You know, and they're all like $1 million plus.
And they
each.
have their own like community. They have stuff within that community that's
Mm-hmm.
just for residents. So it's a big hip young thing there.
Yep. Urban, excuse me,
Urban.
young professional.
Yeah, there we
Yeah.
go.
Oh my gosh.
Cooler than us that want our space.
So our next WRME Live will be from Orange Beach, won't it?
Yes, because
Okay.
we're all, well, us and Dia are heading out next week at different times, but
Okay.
we'll all be there for the first
Yeah.
of the year.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be a little warmer than it is here, that's
Hey,
for
I
sure.
looked at the weather.
Yeah.
Prep between 60s and 70s during the day, colder in the night and evening, kind of like last time.
We can deal with that.
I can.
Yeah.
I can wake up and put on a sweater and take it off midday.
You know, lending stuff. There's all kinds of stuff going on in lending. You know, I'm not sure some of the new programs. I mean, it seems like every day I'm getting another flyer from a lender.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you're interested in seeing what you qualify for and stuff like that, Dan Pereira, he's top-notch lender with
And we
Supreme.
Yeah, we have a couple, but he's one of our
He
main
can
ones.
answer the oddest questions out there.
He's closed some odd deals for me, so.
Well, he's just, you know, it helps to have a very experienced lender.
Right.
Okay. You know, and I know everybody and their dog, when real estate was really rocking, was getting into lending.
Yes.
And, you know, of course, everybody and their dog was getting into real estate. You know, you couldn't swing a dead cat without hitting a realtor. You know,
Still can't sometimes.
that is cleaned out somewhat. And
Uh-huh.
hopefully, with some new management at Ockmar, Oklahoma City Metro Area Realtors Group, they'll start enforcing some of the rules.
I hope so.
You know, because, you know, I'm a rule follower, and I pretty much expect everybody else that I'm in a cross sell with to do that. In commercial, that does not happen. Okay, they work by their own rules. You know, because most of them are not realtors.
No.
You know, they have a real estate license and they're with a commercial brokerage, but they're not realtors.
Right.
Okay, realtors have a whole different code of ethics,
So
which is important.
they're real estate professionals if you're not part of
Right.
NAR, National Association of Realtors.
You know, I'm excited for the new year. I think a lot of the economy, which it's been tough the last 6 months, but I do see changes on the near horizon. Okay, positive changes.
Right.
And I'm excited for those to happen, and excited to be part of it. So, you know, keeps us alive.
Well, and we've seen a pickup in people interested in buying. We've had some that can't get approved yet, but they know what they need to do to hit that goal now.
Right.
But at least they're starting to look and see. They're ready.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up, you know, we have Main Edge Solutions, which is, it's hard to explain what we do. It's not a rescue company, which we kind of are. I started as the investment side of my business,
Yes.
okay? People that are having a hard time, or, you know, you've got that letter from the bank saying, hey, you missed a payment, now you're, you know, starting this whole process, give us a call. Because I've worked through, I mean, actually I was looking through on the houses I flipped. We've flipped over 100 houses, okay?
We've
And a
sold
lot of
quite a
those
few.
were distressed properties, distressed owners, and we've either dealt with them, but right now I've got a client, I won't make a nickel off the deal, but I helped them go through the paperwork with the bank, and we were able to get they were 6 months behind on payments.
Yes.
Okay, and just the stress in their family was horrendous, and it was overflowing into their adult children's lives and stuff like
Yes.
that. We were able to work through all the paperwork and everything, and we got the bank to agree. They will always do a loan modification,
Yes.
but they want to tack on this huge interest rate, or where you have two payments.
Right.
We were able to keep his 3.25% interest
Which
rate
is a big deal.
and redid everything. It is going to be 8 years, 66 months longer on their payments, not quite 8 years. But their payment's also $500 less, okay? And, we structured it where in 90 days, they have to make these 3 payments to meet this qualification.
Right.
Which I've already verified that they have the money set aside to do that, okay? So there's no, well, maybe we can do this. No, this
They
is the
can do
plan.
it.
We need to stick to the plan. I learned that in pilot training, when you're flying the plane, something goes wrong, you stick to the plane. You fly the plane.
Right.
Same in the boat.
Yeah.
We have a plan. This is where we're going. Something starts going awry, we drive the boat. Okay. You have to drive the plan.
And you
And,
can't panic.
Yeah. Well, and just the relief in this family's voices this week, going into the Christmas.
They're not stressed.
They're not worried about losing their house. They're not. They already know their credit's kind of shot, not shot totally, but it's taken a hit.
Took a hit.
But it's not a big deal because they got a plan.
Right.
And it's great. That's what we do at Main Edge Solutions, and I love doing those kind of deals
Right.
because, well, you come out with happy endings.
Well, whether it's that or
99% of the
we
time.
come to an agreement where it's better for them to sell a house, then we can buy it, hopefully. And they understand because we break down, these are the repairs it needs to be listed. This is roughly how much it's going to cost. This is why we offer you X, because we need Y to put in it, and we need to make a profit when we sell it, because that's how we help other people. Most people appreciate that. We've also had a time where we go look at houses and say, you need to list it. I've listed a house for somebody like that. We went to their house, looked at it, talked to them. They just need to list it. There was no reason for them to wholesale it.
Right. Exactly.
So Solutions is a solution company. We want to come and help you find a solution to your housing problem.
And we've done where we purchase the house and rent it back to them.
Yes.
Often at a loss, so we can make a profit in the future.
Right.
Generally, it's like a 2-year lease, which gives them 2 years to plan.
To figure out.
To figure out what they're going to do and for the next stage of their lives. Okay, and then when we sell it, we hope to make a profit at that time.
Oh yeah, we have people. I still talk to on Facebook sometimes that we've helped.
So it's exciting. It's fun. It's a neat business to be in, and you still, I've been in this business 16 years now, and I still learn something almost
You're always learning
every
something.
day.
But if you're in a bad spot, even though it's the holidays, don't ignore it. Don't stress. Call, message us. We'll see if we can help you.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we've been rambling on about
We
14
have.
minutes. So, anything else before we go?
I can't think of anything except be safe.
Yep.
Christmas and things.
I wanna
Or
wish
Thanksgiving, New
everybody
Year's.
a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Spend that time with family.
All right. Bye,
Gotta do
guys.
it. We are. You already shut it
Nope,
down.
I didn't shut it down yet. I'm just
Okay.
ready.
We are Main Edge, where we do real